We are cutting the ribbon and opening LA1 today here from Leeville to Port Fourchon. It's a $5.4 million elevated roadway section, $137.5 million for this project.
LA1 is incredibly important, not only for coastal Louisiana and Louisiana as a state, but this bridge is so important to help us provide energy to the rest of the country. You heard over and over again, 15 to 18% of the nation's oil supply comes in off this port. This port's going to support deep water exploration going forward for many, many more years. The reality is, without this road, before we elevated this bridge, this road would get washed over in a major storm several times a year. Without this bridge, the rest of the country doesn't get the energy it needs to warm their homes, to power their cars, to power their factories. Literally, every time this road gets washed over, when those trucks back up, that hurts the entire national economy. What we've done today, we've now spent over $373 million, local dollars, state dollars with some federal match, to build this portion. There's a second phase. I've already committed from the state another $20 million to start the second phase to complete this project. This is truly a critical project. With the erosion of our coast, with the rising waters, we know this road and these communities will continue to be threatened. That's why it's so important to elevate this road. It's great for commerce, great for energy, but it's also a critical hurricane evacuation route. When you talk to the people at Grand Isle, when you look at people down here, they need this road to get out of harm's way. We're not asking for another storm, but God forbid, if there's another major storm, this elevated road will help to save lives and to help evacuate people safely. So bottom line, a great ribbon cutting today, a great celebration. It's been many, many years in the coming to build this elevated road, $373 million over 5 miles, critical road built to withstand 100-year storms. It's important for Louisiana, but truly this is the nation's energy corridor. This is important for the entire country.
A huge impact on the state and the nation, and the reason why is because so much of our energy for our country, for Louisiana and for our country, comes up through the LA1 corridor. In fact, some people refer to this as the energy corridor of the United States.
You know, if they don't complete phase 2, what you're going to continue to see is what we've seen before. When these roads get overtopped, the trucks can't get down here. That means we can't continue to provide energy to the country. Makes it harder for people to evacuate, makes it harder to get critical supplies, to rebuild. Literally, there's no other route. This is the only way to get down here. There's no alternative route. What used to be area, solid land's been washed away over the last several years. So this is critical for us to continue to power the country and to get people out of harm's way in advance of storms. It doesn't even take a major hurricane. It doesn't even take a major storm. When you come out here in the afternoon with the tides, you can see the water coming up to the road's edge. NOAA's already estimated that it is critical to get this done within the next 20 years. Otherwise, the combination of rising tides and sinking ground will submerge LA1. That's why this is such a great day, not only for Lafourche and Terrebonne, but really the entire state and the country. This is about jobs, this is about energy, this is about the safety of our people.
I would like people to keep in mind that this takes a tremendous partnership to collaborate and come together to develop a project such as this, funding-wise, design-wise, construction-wise, and that we are moving forward with transportation here in Louisiana to make sure that we stay viable, economically strong here in our state.
Sherry talked about the end-on construction methods. Obviously, when you're building an elevated road out here surrounded by water, you can't build it the traditional ways. They used end-on construction methods. It helps to preserve the environment. It also is it is a better way to build these kinds of elevated bridges. It's a beautiful work of engineering and construction. The James Company and several other contractors did a great job out here, and I know that people are excited to start using this road immediately. A lot of companies, a lot of jobs down here. We spent over $4 billion on roads since I've been governor, a record amount, $65 million in Lafourche alone. This has been a great investment, and again, a lot of people work together to make it happen.